Hey, what's up, comic book and anime fans? Dave here. Thought I'd give you a little tour of my home studio and collectibles room. First off, we have a Huff collaboration with Patrick Nagel, pinup artist who died in 1984. Then we have an Alex Schomburg piece, a poster of the Marvel Mysteries number 66 that came out in 1945. Above that is an animation cell from the Superman animated series from 1999, the Green Lantern appearance. And then over here to the right, we have my vintage Marvel and Super Friends stick-ons stickers from 1973. These are super expensive now on eBay. They really went up. This is probably my favorite one, the Spider-Man with Spider-Woman. Down below that is the Alex Ross lithograph of Hanna-Barbera's superhero cartoons. So a few they left out of that, but most of them are on there. Then below down here is a replica of the Star Wars A New Hope Hong Kong poster. Wish I had the original, but I don't. And then above that are my Golden Age comic books. So I have Exciting Comics and Kid Comics with the Alex Schomburg covers. I just love his artwork and so much stuff that he throws into the cover. Next to that is a Famous Funnies with Buck Rogers by Frank Frazetta, and another Alex Schomburg cover, Best Comics with a Black Terror, and Weird Science. That's a Wally Wood cover there, and I think he does the interiors as well. Ghost Rider, another Frank Frazetta cover. Then we have Tales of the Crypt, another Weird Science, and way back there behind the plant is a Daredevil. So down here are my Copic markers that I use, the few other markers and whatnot. I'm working on this piece right now of a mashup of Venom and Xenomorph. So I'm almost done, just have to finish up the bottom, color that in, and I'm good to go. So then on the right here, my inspirational material, some amazing Spider-Man comic books by Todd McFarlane, including Amazing Spider-Man 300, first appearance of Venom. Then up here I have another Alex Ross piece, which is the Justice Society of America. I think that was the first piece that he did for the Warner Brothers Studio stores. Batmobile, the Mach 5 from Speed Racer, and Simone Legno skate deck. And then up above I have the Herculoids diorama sets. Then to the right I have the New Gods action figures, and the reason I bought these was because they were in the style of Jack Kirby. You know, Jack Kirby had created them, so I thought that was pretty cool to have. Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes lithograph by Alex Ross, and then down below that, some of the oversized comics that came out back in the day. This is Superman versus Muhammad Ali, signed by Neil Adams. A really cool artwork interior. And my comic bins, Fantastic Four, Jack Kirby, Jim Steranko, Hulk, first appearance of Ghost Rider, and Silver Surfer #1 down at the bottom, but a bunch of comic books in there. And now my Bowen Design statues, Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, Black Panther, Miss Marvel, now she's called Captain Marvel, Silver Surfer back there in the corner, Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., Spider-Woman, Captain Britain, Marvel Girl, Cyclops, the Wasp, Ant-Man, all those guys. And then on the top here I've got Captain America coming up with Bucky, the Red Skull, and hiding back there is the Falcon, but we'll get you a shot of him as we move the camera around here. You're also going to see a Bob Kane small lithograph there that was given away with the Batman and Me book. an old drawing from 1977 that my grandfather did of some dancing ants, and then Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow poster that I really love, and then a Basil Gogo's Frankenstein piece that's signed by Basil. I really love that. Then there's a Wanted poster here, illustrated by Jim Lee from the Extinction Agenda storyline, if you remember that. I really love this poster. I haven't put it up yet, but I have it framed. Then above that is a Cutie Honey poster from Go Nagai. This came in a set of several items like buttons, a t-shirt. Here is the Mazinga Z poster that came with it. There was also a Devilman poster, but I don't have that one up. Then my Champion Red manga books, which has runs of Captain Harlock, Space Railway 999, Saint Seiya, and Batman and the Justice League. So down here is various manga, a lot of Mazinga Z, various other things that I bought in Japan at Nakano Broadway at Mandrake. If you've ever been there, whoa, that is an amazing place to shop at if you love manga, Japanese toys, Japanese anime art books, all of that stuff. That place is heaven for people who love that stuff. So here I have a Gal Force single on vinyl. Just really loved the cover of that. Very 80s. Thought it was really, really cool. So heading up to the top here, where you're going to see some of the Star Wars vehicles that I owned, with Princess Leia and R2-D2 statue, which was put out by Gentle Giant. And just really love the animated style of that statue. Really cool. Came out with a couple other ones, I think Boba Fett and Darth Vader, but I don't have those. And then below that is my Kotobukiya Bishoujo Marvel and DC figures. I'm sure I screwed that all up, but anyway. I don't have all of them, but these are my favorite ones, and I do have quite a few, especially some of the early ones, so these are really cool. I love how they drew or created the characters like in kind of a manga or animated style. Then down here I have my Shogun Warriors, Mazinga Z, and Raideen, with Astro Boy, Kimba the White Lion, the original Lion King, right in front of Astro Boy there. Various giant robo figures. There's a remote control one and a couple of vinyl ones, a giant one. Frankenstein Jr. nestled in the middle there, with Jetter Mars 7-inch single, some Macross mech figures, and Ultimate Iron Giant there on the right, which is still in the box, and on the back it's signed by all the animators. So I got to meet them at one point and have that signed. Down here is the Powerpuff Girls. I don't know, I just like them. And some Funko Pac-Man figures with a Diva Funko figure as well. And then I have the some more Mazinga Z, Raideen figures here from Japan. And down here I have the Catwoman and Batman Barbie set signed by Adam West and Julie Newmar. Got to meet them right before Adam West passed away. But if you remember, he was the Batman in the 66 TV show. So some more Funko figures of the Mad Monster Party, and an awesome Mad Monster Party poster in the background. You see a Jessica Rabbit vinyl figure there as well, with some more Mad Monster Party action figures on the right here. I wish they would have made more of the characters, but as far as I know, these were the only 3. I would have loved to have more. So that was a little disappointing, but they are amazing figures. Also, here's some more of my comic book bins. Jim Lee Wildcats. I have an X-Men J. Scott Campbell cover here signed by J. Scott Campbell. And then next up I have the Batman 227 signed by Neil Adams. And then Detective Comics. I just really love the way that the artwork popped and the colors popped on that issue, so I had to have that. And coming up here is a New Teen Titans #1, which was by George Perez and Marv Wolfman, or Wolfman, or Min, is it? And then an Iron Giant piece with the Ralph McQuarrie art book, concept Star Wars art behind that. And Mego reproductions up top with obviously they hadn't done Space Ghost back in the day, but you can get Space Ghost now. So then here I have another Simone Legno skate deck. It's a cruiser signed by him, and he did a little sketch on the top. And now I have another Iron Giant piece. This I think was done by Dark Hall Mansion, and it's got like half like scary Iron Giant and half like cool Iron Giant with the S from Superman. And down here we have the Princess from Gotcha Man done by Artgerm. And down below that is the Giant Robo in the manga style. And I have here various DVDs and my Jack Kirby and Jim Steranko oversized books. Those are the artist editions. If you've ever seen those, they're just amazing. Has all the original artwork in their original sizes. So they gather all the artwork together and then put it into a book, and they're massive. Some more DVDs, and a At Walker from Disneyland. I think this was from Disneyland, where you put the popcorn into the container. They have various characters and that come out periodically. These are my sci-fi and comic book related books. So a lot of different stuff. Mostly Golden Age and Silver Age comic book related stuff. I have some pinup books. This particular one, Great American Pinups, has the Vargas artwork and illustrations. Then some of my Star Wars, Art of Star Wars books and other movies that I also have art of. And then Marvel Masterworks. Most of these I think are the Fantastic Four, because I just really love Jack Kirby's artwork on Fantastic Four. I mean, I love all his artwork, but I've collected most of the Fantastic Four ones that he did. And then above that is the Katana action figure, and I really just love the packaging on that. So here a skate deck that I actually designed, and another Alex Ross piece down below called Arena with the Justice League. Above that is an Olivia piece of Batman and Catwoman having a molt together, and then another skate deck by me. But anyway, that's about it. Thanks for your visit.